Hello and welcome to Blackout Gaming TV. Today we have a match for you, WASP versus Stacked. The match already gone live, and with me is Sigafoo, all the way from America. How are you doing?
I'm doing Amerigood, something like that. I don't know.
Oh, dude, the puns. The puns, yeah. So it's
Gotta start out strong.
Yeah, of course. So Stacked is going to be in the blue, attacking first, and then WASP is going to be in the red and defending first as well. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting map. Oh, looks like someone went and unreadied up, but I have been told they have gone lives because we are indeed in the past. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting match. These two teams fairly even, but I do think, like I hardly ever make predictions, but I do think WASP is going to take it. Basically based on the notion that they tied with Tourette's Chess Club and Stacked lost to Tourette's Chess Club earlier in this season. So that's pretty much the only thing I am basing my prediction on.
Yeah, it should be a good match. Have you seen? I haven't watched a Steel EU match in a while. We had it recently in this last season of North America, so it's always kind of interesting, especially from like playing in North America, to see just how kind of different teams come at this. Because I remember last time I streamed or I casted like 3 or 4 matches on Steel. It was like there was like the offensive level 3 was a big thing. Ineffective, but a big thing, and I don't know. It'll be kind of interesting to see how we come about this here. As did we just get another unready up, or am I just hearing things again?
I think so, because old bot just destroyed his sentries. I guess they're just doing some small adjustments to get ready here. So that gives us some time to talk about this, because I thought, it looks like they're going live again.
Believe, gotta believe.
Yeah, believing they're ready up. So yeah, Steel. I really like this map. I think it's great. I always say the same thing, but yeah, Huntsman on defense is great on some of these points. It's part of why I like it. The other part is that it's like a 5 control point map, attack defend, where you always have 2 choices, and that's not always common. And I think we need more maps like this, that are good.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about it, is that it forces the other team. It forces both teams really to make good decision making, but really it gives power to the offense to force the defense to have to react to them. Whereas before, with most maps, defenses they have 1 to 2 points where they have to okay, we have to defend this choke and this flank. But in this map, you have to defend 1 point's choke and flank, and then the other team can actually just completely okay, well, they have to force you to come around to E. But actually here, opening up the game, we actually see the entire combo holding on the B point, not even doing a passive A hold. So they just gave up A right away, which is not unusual. That's actually very common, but I've never seen a team literally not even have damage output.
Yeah, speaking of things that are unusual, actually Forsaken is just on here. He actually took out the soldier with the dart hit, so he got some information there. Usually they have the spy doing that, but I guess the Costello is just hanging out. Whoa, didn't even know you could get up there. It's an interesting spot nonetheless. I don't think he will get spotted anytime soon. He might be doing some cheeky drop stabs from there as well.
Yeah, though that scout trade, though, a little bit, not horrible, obviously, but he did go down for 13 seconds, but that soldier had to come up 3 seconds later. So going for a 1-for-1 trade there, not the most useful thing in the world, but I mean, suppose he had to get out either way. We do have this blue spy kind of coming and getting ready to get in his position to sap the gun here. And here comes the sap, but nobody is in with him. He's actually on the medic. There goes the sentry gun, does go down. Spy finally is caught out on the medic, but down goes the Devilman to the lock and load there. Sentry is getting rebuilt. Pyro comes from behind, takes down the sniper, and the medic, and Pyro is running. I can't even talk here. It's so exciting. The medic runs back into spawn and keeps alive, and that was a crazy play right there, but that's going to result in blue taking the B point.
Yeah, very well played there. A bit of nice coordination there. Not 100% spot on, but it did get the job done, and that's what matters. So block, caught out of position here, so red team losing their demo, and that's a long respawn time. And that means no sticky traps and no lock and load. And the counter to lock and load is just to have your own demo with a lock and load. Because, but here comes, Costel. He's in on the medic. Didn't get anything done, unfortunately.
And here they come in, just going straight away through the B quarter. Uber's popped in, Devilman jumping in over the top, catches out the sniper, Morg goes down there. Now he's going to kind of spam into spawn, kind of trying to stop them from coming out. And as we have the combo classes capping DC, this should be going down pretty easy, but we are going to get a contest out of the red Devilman here, putting some stickies onto the point, getting some decent damage onto the heavy, actually down to 20 HP, but the soldier jumps in onto the red Devilman, taking him down. And this is actually going to be pretty good here, but as they say that, the red Uber does come out onto the C point. Delman hidden, trying to run away. He's going to get out alive, and now it's going to be Heavy v Heavy, but he's still Ubered, and the blue Heavy realizes this, running away for his life, kind of holding on to this, and the red team is now a little bit caught out here. We'll see how this comes down, but as they say that, down goes the medic and the Heavy to the red Heavy right there, so here we go. Nice recapture here by the defense.
Yeah, very well played there. Also, Forsaken did some work in the background there, doing some cleanup crew. I'm watching Ekelund right now, the blue scout for Stack there as he goes on and starts to capture. Oh, the medic's exposed! Oh, and Hidan finishes off Klefsos there, taking down the medic, and that's almost a full wipe there. Only Morgan, the engineer, and the spy up for the defenders. Castle, he's just hanging around the E point. He's looking to get some stabs, so let's see what kind of push they do. Oh, this is interesting. Sentry on... Well, I guess it's pretty standard since you're the engine main. I guess this is what you would do as well? Put the sentry here on watching E?
I generally will just run minis after we lose the B point, just because sentry guns are pretty hard to keep alive, but they can be pretty effective if your team supports them really well.
Yeah,
and here comes a spy, and this is exactly why it's bad. It's like all it takes is a spy, and usually you're alone, and down goes the engineer, no sentry gun. And get a lot of presence here on offense onto the final point. Scout he's going to get taken out by the Pyro there. But yeah, look at how much time and pressure we have here. Look at how well Stacked is doing. Only 5 alive for the red team. And they're completely cutting off the defense from being able to contest D at all. And this E point's being captured at the same time. I have no idea. I don't think that WASP is going to be able to get anything to stop this.
I mean, they need to drop the medic. The best they can hope for to reliably do is to get a force. But yeah, their medic is still dead, and they're still rocking, the 100% Uber. They can do whatever they want. It's just Castle left here, but there's so many people around, and as soon as he starts to do something here, he will get spotted, so he gets the sap on a mini. Uber has been coming out. He runs into a scout, and he's not... No, he doesn't get anything done.
Yeah, kind of what started that out was CBL actually died. He came out of the E spawn door, where like everybody's on the E point. He came up by himself, like 20 seconds ago and just died. If he just would have waited for his team, they actually could have had a real push here, but 4 minutes and 22 seconds, and this is pretty much Stack's game to lose.
Yeah, this is a pretty strong opening game here. Let's see what, WASP decides to do with this, that they're attacking. 4 minutes and 22, you can do a vitamin push on that. Is that what we call it? The vitamin?
The push.
You need your A and B and C and D and E vitamins?
Wait, oh yeah, is that a thing? Do people say that?
Did you not say that? Okay, someone said that.
I've never heard this, but I feel like someone's yeah.
Don't you call it the vitamin push? Everybody calls it the vitamin push.
It makes sense.
Or the alphabet push.
Sent from silver. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it definitely is still possible, but I mean, I think basically your team has to go in all right, we're going to go take A, we're going to try for B one push, and then if we don't get it, you have to come up with your backup plan. I mean, this is definitely possible to push it, but unless you have a perfect B push, which I'm guessing you won't, I don't know. I have a hard time believing that they're even going to get past B here, if they even get B. But here we go, coming in here, Spies coming into the B point, A capture is going down.
Yeah, not a whole lot of people contesting A there. It's just going to be F2 and the Scout. I guess they're just waiting for the capture to go down and then do something cheeky with these shutter doors here. Let's see, Olba, he is bringing a level 3, so they might be going for some kind of cheesiness, but F2 and the Scout, they got the flanked on lockdown here, so nothing's going to catch them by surprise.
Yeah, this is kind of what's going to... There's actually a spy over on this, on the backside of B here. He's kind of waiting to make a play onto the sentry gun. There's a lot of things that are set up to potentially make a great play or to look horribly, but here he gets caught out by the spy.
That was a
play
drop,
and actually,
I think?
It was. Actually, yeah. Got the medic there.
Yeah.
That's kind of surprised he wasn't going for the gun, but that's going to give a nice, huge Uber advantage here to the offense of WASP Gaming.
They're, WASP is setting up. They're preparing. They brought their... they're banking everything on this E-rush here. This has to go well for them. They've got the heavy in the back, the sniper in the back. Actually, the heavy went downstairs. What is going on?
For a second there, I thought the medic fell down into the pit, but that was just a sandwich. And actually, Pyro's in on the medic alone. Spy and Pyro on the medic. Force does get caught out here. Pyro does go down, and Spy's going to get dead wrong. But the Uber is popped here, and that's going to give the advantage back to the defense here, as they are fighting in speed corridor. Heavy is running away. Yeah, they're just trying to run away here, and they got the ×2 onto the point with the soldier and they actually
dude.
got the demo man. They got a chance here.
Yeah, like they got the sniper in the window, the sentry up there. Like all the engineer needs is a dispenser there to help him, and then this will be a pretty strong hold there. Got the heavy and the demo in the front, soldier on the point, being the lone cap. Oh, here comes the spy. Oh, and he saves the gun.
Gonna stay alive here. Yeah, nice job. I mean, just to say, if anybody is not familiar, this is an incredibly rare situation. I don't think I've ever seen a successful E-push in the longest time in high-level play. What they're doing right now is astoundingly well-coordinated. And just as I say that, we're getting some kills going out in the favor of the defense here, but only 4 alive. As I say that, Engineer's gun takes down the Pyro, but I believe that... And the medic actually went down in that exchange there for the defense. Again, only 4 alive, time in the point, but here comes the demo man putting down the pipes onto the point. And nice headshot by the sniper there, Nesh, taking him down. And that E-capture now is slowly coming back. And they need to get times on here. 1:40 left on the clock, Spy behind them, doing damage. And they do have the numbers, but they need to get that capture time.
Yeah, Scout's on the point, but he's very exposed. Can't really do all that much, and the other Scout, Ekelund, shuts him down. And then it goes to get killed by himself here. So, Uber popped. Oh, the medic fell in the pit!
The pit! Soldier in the pit!
Down they go, down the hatch. And I don't think they will be getting this E-cap now. I think it'd come down to Anti-2's positioning there, because he went all the way around, and he should have just stayed and helped his engineer here. But we'll see, the engineer, all by still bringing that sentry with them. Kind of a mistake not to build that dispenser, I feel. I'm not sure if it would have helped much, but... Because, people have gotten so good at dealing with this kind of E-rush cheesiness that it's really hard to pull off.
Well, and the point takes about 45, 50 seconds to capture. So basically, you have to play perfectly, and the other team has to play terribly. Because the only class... It's so easy to spam out that point with this demo man, with the soldier... I mean, really, a lot of classes can deal with that central point, and all you gotta do is put damage onto it. I think, the thing that you have to do, in my opinion, when you do these E-pushes, is you gotta get that capture time onto B. Just one player. One player putting that time on that B point kind of forces them so that they don't get that E-capture. In this situation right now where they're capping B, like, I don't know, it could have helped them out here, would have set that capture spawn to a different location. Like, I don't know. I just don't feel like you can commit everybody to E and have it work. As they say, that F2 comes behind, gets, the demo man, medic, and heavy. There, nice play by F2 there, as this game is going to close out here. First round going to Stats Gaming. Definitely had them a little bit nervous, though. Yeah,
like this would have maybe worked if they attacked first. But seeing like as stacked, they got a pretty decent time. And, they're like, oh yeah, they might rush us. Then you're kind of prepared for that, and then like you can't rush it if they're expecting it. I remember when I played in competitive like ages ago, we used to have like this fake rush, and it would only work the first round. It used to be our opener on Steel, where we'd kind of just fake going to B, and while we were doing that, our NG went to E and did the setup that we did. Except that our heavy were positioned differently, and we kind of just forced them to like think we were going B, and then we just wiped, and then we teleported on back to E, and then it worked, but it only worked once. But then again, we attacked first, and that's the whole idea. Like, so I don't think we will see a cheeky E-rush again, because like you said, very hard to pull off at this kind of level, because every class is competent. Like, what would you say? Like, you're an engineer, mate. If you meet a spy who's equally as good as you, are you able to take him out before he kills either you or your gun?
If I have a shotgun, I would say that I probably have about a 60 to 70% win rate. It depends. Like, if they have a ambassador, I'd say, like, probably around there. If they have a revolver, it's probably like 50-50. And if they have, what's the French gun? Le Tendre? I can never pronounce it. If they have that, it's probably closer to like 80-90% that I'll win those 1v1s. But if I have a rescue ranger, all bets are off. Like, it's, if I can get a melee on them, then maybe I have a chance. But it's like... Yeah, it's if I have a shotgun, yeah, sure, but and that just is like the level 3 sentry gun in that situation. Like, I just don't see it being it's even not that effective, right? Like, because like how much did it really do? Like, it got a couple kills, but are those kills that it would have gotten with a mini that's wrangled? I think the sentry gun's useful, but I think the damage output from the sentry gun is not nearly as significant as you think it is, because it's so far away that's not automatically shooting. Yeah, it creates a presence of like being scared and you can't push across the point. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that a level 3 necessarily is the best in that situation, because there's just no good angles for it to hold. But here we go again. Looks like WASP is going to do a level 3 sentry again here on offense. We'll see if it works out for them this time. As we got, again, kind of the standard hold out of Stacked Gaming. They just did not commit anybody to A, really, and they're going to give that up and have their whole combo on B, as actually they already have their Soldier and Scout holding in the AE corridor. They didn't even hold A.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing they did last round, just kind of holding the flank here. And they will see exactly what's going on. They're not going to spend their spy doing that, because their spy, Wildjack, he is stuck on that high ground area here, jumping, trying not to get caught out by these sticks here. Also running the Cloak and Dagger, of course. Infinite Cloak. Oh,
nice little coordination bomb.
Yep. Did take out the dispenser, I believe. Nope. Yep.
They got the Force as well, which is, I think, the huge deal here. That allows now that on offense here, they can push up pretty much any time they want in the next, like, 40 seconds.
They're trying the same thing again, and they have been spotted, and they're also dancing around with the Soldier F2 here. And it looks like we have a pause. So this is risky, you know, this kind of play. I think it's going to come down to anti-2 if they manage to get the setup again, because they're banking so much on this. Like, you need the sentry, like... Basically, nothing can fail if you do this plan, right? Your demo needs to hit perfect timings on the sticky traps on the shutters, and the pyro needs to have perfect air blasting so they don't get through the corridor, and the heavy needs to like help shut off, and you need people on the point.
And you can't take deaths. Like, you can't take a death.
No, yeah, exactly. And hopefully, Alba brings his builds a dispenser immediately and just runs up and grabs the, because there's a medium ammo pack there. Yeah, so I didn't understand why he didn't like build a dispenser there, because it's really important.
He's got a level 3 back by his teleporter. He might be like, you know, oh, well, I don't want to have to destroy it to rebuild it again or something like that, or, you know, bring it up. But, I mean, this is just it. It's like right now in this situation, I think this is like actually like a horrible play about them, is that they have uber advantage over the enemy team. They can push in and just bully them out of B. Like, having an E presence is fine, but I mean, the last game showed that even in the almost best circumstances possible, which they did have, I mean, they pretty much were doing the E-push 100% correctly for, like, most of the time. Even in those best circumstances, they still weren't able to pull it off. And now they have a great push to do a standard push onto the B site. They have uber advantage over the other team. They have everybody alive, and yet they are not rotating to go for it. You know, like, I feel like that's a big mistake here, and I feel like WASP is going to... They're going to really be punished for trying to get too cute here.
Yeah, well, they could do something else, you know. They could be like, oh, yeah, hey, we're doing the same thing, and then do something different. Like going, just ignoring E and going straight to B. But it's always nice to, like, use your scout, who's, like, the class who can most effortlessly just get on the point, just to have someone go and try and take care of them.
Right.
So then you have someone else somewhere else, so... I don't know, if there's a scout on the point and no one's really paying attention to E, who do you send to take care of it?
Usually that's when I'd like yell at my flank classes to go deal with it. Potentially Pyro, just to get... I mean, just like if I think there's multiple classes, usually you want your Pyro there just because they can threaten to air blast anybody who challenges them. And then if you don't have your flank classes up, that's usually when you rotate your combo to go deal with E. And that's kind of what you want, right? Like, you kind of want your flank classes in traditional pushing, and like, again, like, gimmicks can work, but traditionally, like, you want to have your flank classes in when you're on offense in this situation to be like, hey, guess what, I'm capturing E, guess what, you know, like, there's that annoying guy who keeps poking you, keeps putting time on that E point, that enough that if you ignore it, it's going to be dangerous. And if you know, and then if they get the flank kills, so like, let's say my flank kills, so my offense kills your defensive flank, that means that your combo now has to go deal with it, which then allows my combo to push up to B for free. And like, that's what you want in these situations. And sometimes, you know, and so like now, but the entire offensive combo of WASP is in the E point. Like, you know, they're not in a good situation to do anything. Like, if anything good happens, like, again, they're just banking everything on this E push, and now once this fails, which I would be shocked if it doesn't, like, what do you do then, you know? But I don't know, here we go. Unpause is underway. We have the combo classes inside of the AE corridor, the lobby area, whatever you want to call it, as the heavy sniper engineer are coming around to the backside of E, and it's already been spotted out. It's already been called. We already got some rotations coming out of Stacked Gaming here.
Oh, dude. Sabotage, man. F2 here. Oh, yeah, he's gonna... Nice reflector. Yeah, he almost got the sniper there, but... Oh, did the gun go down?
No, he's got it. He picked it up.
Okay, but it looks like it got destroyed. Yeah, it got destroyed.
Oh,
he's
did
only,
it? Yeah.
I can see the remains here. But now they have a bit better presence, putting a lot more... Pain Train Soldier on the point as well. Oh, losing that heavy. Oh, that's not good. But yeah, they blocked the Pyro on there as well. Pyro's a very good class because you can just reflect all day, and this could start to get scary here. Morg's in the tower at the back there. Sentry's being rebuilt. Is he going to grab the ammo? He is, kind of. Let's see here. Oh, well, they got bullied off the point. Can they rebound off of this, or are they just going to go for B now? Nope, still contesting. Oh!
Actually, a lot of kills coming down in the favor of the offense here. Look at this, times 4,
dude.
times 5 onto the point, and wow. All those kills, I think that the offense got caught out there. They got a little bit out of position, and the medic jumps into the pit, I think, for victory there.
Wow.
And there you go, 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
That is basically a free win.
Yeah.
So how long was that? That was 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Yeah, like you have... Is it possible to cap that time without rushing that fast? Can you do
no, there's no way. I don't think so.
So that means the only way they can deal with this is to rush, and the enemy knows that you're gonna rush, so they're just gonna set up on E anyway.
So if I'm trying to figure out where, because I'm trying to figure out what happened in that last thing, that it looked like the demo man CBL basically got a drop on stacked medic and then killed the heavy and demo on top of that, and that basically closed out that game. Like, basically, if that kill spree did not happen, that probably would have been completely different rounds.
Yeah, exactly. So, but maybe a bit of what you say, like cockiness from Stack. Like, oh yeah, we can handle this. You tried this before and it didn't work, and whoops. So let's see how they decide to do this. They basically have to do an E-rush. So let's see what Stack decide to do. It's currently match point for them if they're able to beat this. But this is a crazy. Yeah, look at this. Like, you can just tell by the amount of people that's capping A that they're just going. Yeah, look at this immediate response from WASP here. They want this point. Let's see. Allbice is gonna. I'm not surprised he didn't bring his gun yet, because you have to defend E anyway, and I don't understand why he just keeps it here.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but here we go. We got everybody coming through this A corridor. Just a soldier right now and Spy. And Dema actually rotating over as well. And here we go. Get the fight starting out here. Just trying to get out of this area, but look at... Now they know they're all coming from this area. They're doing a good job, but actually Dema has a nice sticky trap there, but they popped their Uber pretty early here. And that's actually Kritzkrieg out on the... oh, this is not good. This is not good. The kill's going to come out in the favor, and they have nice pipe there by the lock and load onto Hidden, and no demo man for the offense here. So that's going to make this push much, much harder here, as we got the Kong coming out the other side. But actually that level 3 sentry gun takes down the soldier, and this isn't looking horrible. Not great, but definitely not horrible, as we got the Spy in on the combo, but he's going to get caught out and not going to get anything for his troubles.
Yeah, we also got F2 here on the dart hit, of all things. That's an interesting choice. It looks like they were able to bullet him out of there, but look at the time. It's taken away. It takes like 45 seconds with times 2 on the point or something. Where's that times 1? Oh, they lost the gun. Forsaken took out the sentry. Whoops. Well, and oh, look at this Alba. Oh, cheeky sentry placement. Look at this. You can't deal with this unless Wildjet goes and takes care of it. Time's taken away.
And I think this is exactly where Stacked went wrong in the last thing, is they exposed themselves too far out when they went out to take these fights. Holding this kind of B corridor, basically, where that sentry gun is right there, that's all you need to do, is just have your demo man there. He can stick you off anybody on the point. And I think they kind of exposed themselves. This point's going down here. 2 minutes and 18 seconds. I mean, that's probably the fastest time I've seen on Steel, at least in a competitive match. It is pretty crazy here, as it's going to go down, and the second game is going to go to WASP Gaming. Yeah.
Very successful cheese round there, put off by WASP, I have to say. Great display there. They showed like, hey, you actually need to stand on a point, so we're not actually going to stand in your way. We're just going to stand so you can't stand on a point. And that's all you need to do to win. So yeah, there you go. Cheese round goes to WASP. So it's going to be interesting to see. I love a good cheese for a round. There's like one round with a good cheese, and then one standard round, and then one round that just goes absolutely crazy, which is the next one. Funny enough.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Oh, I just enjoy that I have like 5 minutes of me talking about how bad their strategy is, and then it works one time.
Dude, believe in it. Believe.
I can't. It's such a bad, I Stacked messed that up so bad. Like, that really, that's the thing, is gimmick plays are either that they're like, if they work, because if gimmick plays worked consistently, then they wouldn't be gimmicks, they just would be strategy. So usually when gimmick plays work, it's because the other team did something wrong. And in that case, it's like, I mean, that's why they're gimmicks, right? You try to do something weird that catches the other team by surprise,
Yeah,
and they do
it's
it wrong. And
yeah, it's like
I don't
running a
know.
hurdles race and hoping to God that your opponent falls on every hurdle.
Right.
It's kind of like that. Also got a message from As the Wolf saying like, I didn't mean to be on crits. Yeah, whoops. I'm not sure if he plays with or without view models, but I definitely encourage everyone who plays Medic to have view models on, if you ever need that to see. So yeah, 1-1. I still think WASP is going to take it. They did come back pretty strong with a successful cheese after the first one failed. Very few teams can pull that off.
Yeah.
But then again, like some mistake by Stack there. Looks like they're going to be swapping out their sniper, or at least he's going to be reconnecting. So yeah, do you agree with? You think that maybe WASP might take this?
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how we come into this third round. I'm not sure if they're going to be. It looks like Stacked Game is going to put up the time initially. I mean, Stacked. I mean, like did a proper roll over top of WASP in that first round. I mean, 4 minutes is an incredibly great time. WASP never seemed to be able to understand like how to kind of get on their feet after they got knocked out on the first 2 points. They basically never got settled after that. And then on their push, they basically have done 2 pushes on offense, and like one of them worked and didn't but it wasn't able to finish. The second one worked all the way through. And so I'll just really be curious to see is WASP is able to do on offense and defense this next round, because I think they're going to be on defense first here. What are they going to be able to do? Is Stack going to keep that pressure up? But I don't know. Like, I would be surprised this WASP. I think Stack's going to take it.
Yep.
Basically, is what that's all to say. I think WASP is too gimmicky, and I don't think they're going to do it.
Yeah, we'll see if gimmick plays beats solid strategy. That's like always when it comes to competitive games. It's like the 2 ways you have of approaching things. Because yeah, gimmick relies on your opponents not seeing it coming or not being able to handle it. While a solid strategy is like the enemy knows it's coming, they just can't do anything with it. Like the British bazooka. The soldier's in the air, he lands on your medic. What do? Well, you jump and you hold crouch and you hope to God he doesn't kill you. That's a medic.
So it looks like they're talking in chat right now, trying to figure out which rounds are who's going to be attacking or defending first here. I believe it's up to that decision would be up to what do you want to call it, WASP, right? Because they got the fastest time. So they get to decide what they do on the next round here.
Yeah, so we will see here. Are they going to do the switch on the switch? Let's see. No, it looks like Stacked's going to be defending this first time around. So gotta look out for that cheese.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Like they've cheesed every round so far.
Every round, yeah, and they're going back to level 3 sentries, which I mean is generally an indication that they're going to try to do it again.
Well, like from personal preference, the little engineer I play on here, like you have setup time, and this is one of the few maps where you can actually build a sentry in your setup time. So I don't really see a point where you just can't just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go build a level 3 sentry and I'm gonna try something to it. If it doesn't work, I'll just switch because it doesn't really matter anyway. I'll just treat it as a very expensive, expendable sentry.
Yeah, I think that's a fair way to look at it.
Yeah. And also, you don't always need to run back to spawn to grab your level 3 dispensers, because hardly anyone ever does that.
Yeah.
But let's take a look here. Beep, standard spots. It's been similar spots throughout the entire game here. So far, they got who they got on. Wildjack's here. It's interesting. It's going to be seeing everything. Let's see. Are they? Yeah, the engine. Oh, this could be scary, Oh, yeah.
Actually, Spy's behind on a point here. This actually, I kind of like this play out of the red Spy.
Oh yeah, the red Spy. Yeah, the blue Spy's dead. But
yeah, because he's making all the calls right now. I mean, this is the thing that they need to do. And actually, look at him. He's looking at the sentry gun, waiting for the engineer. So as soon as the engineer picks up this gun, oh wait, nope, that's the rescue ranger pull.
Yeah.
Can
he sap it? Can he sap it? That's the question.
I wonder if
he's gonna try and body block it. Can he? Nope. He went straight through.
Next level play. I enjoy how we're probably talking about this as there's some action going on.
Yeah, well, screw
here.
That.
Yeah.
There's more
Not
interesting
too much
stuff.
Here. They're going for it again. They got the level 3 sentry. They're doing the push. Is Stacked Gaming going to react to this? Actually, just to say that they do have a partial push. Now the combo is going to push through B.
They have to do
Yeah, here we do.
They lost
Soldier
the
Devilman. And actually, no sentry gun here. Stacked is completely left B. There's literally no one on B besides a soldier.
Yeah, sentries. Oh,
Man, he just
lot
died.
of dead for Stacked.
And finally, yeah, this is just it. This is perfectly played by WASP. Yeah. They've scared Stacked so much that they now overcommitted to that, and they basically gave up B for free here.
Yeah.
As there was no fight. And actually, Scout in on the medic, gets one hit onto him. Is he able to finish off? No, he is not, and that's going to keep him alive here at 100% Uber. That's a big, big advantage here coming into the next points. Level 3 sentry gun is in that corridor. That does go down. And what are we going to see here out of WASP? This is the first time they're doing a traditional push out of this. Are they going to go straight for the C push? Going to go for the E push? What are they going to do as the Demoman hidden does go down for Stacked Gaming? So that's going to be a big deal. No Demoman on the defense here.
Yeah, I think they're just going to go for a harassment on E, and then Stack's going to think, oh yeah, they're going to try and cheese or get the E point because that's what they've been doing every round. But then just kind of force an overreaction like they did the first round and just wobble on to the next point for free. Basically, Beep's only got a level 1 here on C, and he's all by himself. Well, that gun's down, and they're probably going to get C here. Demo in the front is going to be sticking up. It's going to be hard to deal with. Oh, Beep here, getting greedy, trying to get another sentry up. But yeah, he does what you do. He's like, screw it, I'm going to go Gunslinger.
Yeah, the important thing here, though, is that you got to see that Stacked has not lost a single player. So they actually made the correct decision, probably, of giving up the C point and just not losing players to give a better D and E hold here, because they probably weren't going to be able to contest C very well here. So here we go, we got the combo coming in onto this E point. Medic has 100% charge ready to go, still 50% advantage. Actually, the heavies get lit on fire as we're going to start getting capture time on the D and E point here. As looks like we're here comes in the Demo, and Hidden actually gets way caught out here, and down he goes for free. And only 2 alive for the defense as Uber is popped basically for free. I don't even know where all those kills came down, and just suddenly look at the scoreboard and everybody is dead.
Well, this is not looking good for Stacked. I mean, as soon as they capture D here, the Savior door to E is going to get shut off, so that means they can't do it. And they already have a Pyro here putting down cap time, so their only choice is to go around this other side here. You can see they're coming through this corridor area. No sticks for blue team as of yet, but there's so much blue here on the E point.
But they're playing this really well. Really nice job.
Oh.
Actually, Hidden goes down. Oh, that's to the cleaver of all things. That's probably the round for them right there. I mean, they do have a heavy here trying to contest, but he's only going to be able to do so much. And look at actually Anti. He's revved up right there. And actually, Susie takes him down. I don't even know how that's possible.
Trox here. Clean up on aisle 5. Just taking him out here. Pyro. Oh. Well, this looks like a very solid round for WASP here.
I mean, they played this round great. Like, that was pretty much like a clinic of a round. I mean, it's because they got into the head of Stacked.
Yeah.
The previous 2 rounds. But that means they still played that, like, completely perfectly. Just taking, it's kind of like what I like to say when kind of mentoring teams, like, take what the other team gives you. If they're giving you that free ground, if they're giving you that C, they might have thought about going to the E, but then that C point was completely free. Take what the enemy team gives you. Take it for free,
Yeah. Like, good philosophy is like run forward until you see the enemy team, and then you can make the assessment: are you going to attack, or are you just going to back off, or are you just going to hold the position? Because it's a lot about taking ground and holding ground and occupying. Because if nobody was at B thinking both teams were on B, then B would be empty. But we see Alba, standard center spot. We've seen this from both teams as an opener here. Both teams running Metagun, as the Wolf is not running crits this time around. And yeah, Stacked maybe feeling the pressure here.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how Stacked plays it. I think they put about a 4-minute 20-second time, give or take, in the first round, going through AD, going through the vitamins, as you like to call it. As we are just getting pretty much everybody coming out onto this A point. Again, nothing being contested at all. I mean, it's kind of not unusual, but actually here comes a Scout. Actually, a nice sticky there, taking down Forsaken, and Hidden's going to be able to be kept alive as they rotate, and it looks like, yeah, they're just going to do the traditional B push here. So let's see if they can get everything set up. They need the important thing is they need to get the Spy in coordination with the Sap here for this push to make it nice and clean. Just as I said that, he's actually, he gets caught out right there. That's brutal, and he's going to go down.
Yeah, so let's see here. Pretty standard defense there. I think they're just going to go right in and Uber straight off the bat here. Yeah, Demo in the front. Heavy is going to be joining up in the back. Oh, he gets taken out by Morg, and a wrangled sentry here, and the counter Uber coming out, or response Uber.
This is such a beautiful Uber by WASP right here. Here they go. They actually do. They didn't get the medic down there, but they milked that so long in just the right amount. They probably could have got a little bit more aggressive with it. Maybe, I guess, a half second early, and they might have been able to catch out the medic. But actually, here comes a soldier from behind. Hidden doesn't even see it, and down he goes to the spy, who was just in the right location. And here we go. We're going to get a little bit of push onto this B point, but I don't think it's enough. No demo man. I don't know. It's going to be pretty hard. We do have the direct hit soldier and the heavy playing pretty close here, but 2 minutes and 40 seconds, you might have to go for the cheese time. Yeah. I mean, I think they pretty much can only do this through going through E now.
Yeah, and yeah, I think that's what they're doing. You see, they're like, well, I'm not going to be able to do the vitamins, so we might as well do the cheese. And yeah, I mean, they're banking on this, and they need to like have their enemies fumble and fall at the hurdles if they want to take this game. So let's see here. Oh, they do get spotted by Trox here. This is going to relay to his team. Let's see if we see a response out of the other team. Yeah, we can see they're already relocating there. Are they going to bring the gun is the question. I do think
and winning over this corridor here is super, super important. Actually, the medic pops over just in time, does catch out the medic. Or sorry, the spy there, and they're actually running through all the way to the B point here. The scout needs to be careful, but they actually are not in too bad of a position. I kind of like where they're holding, but they do need to get some capture time onto the point. Demo man is sticking off that spawn area, and here we go. This is it. This is what they need to do here, as they're getting the trap and something. Actually, medic goes down there to Trox, and oh, this is not looking good for Stacks.
Yeah, Stack's really falling apart there. It just looks like Wasp's defense was just too strong, and their response was pretty good as well. Stack didn't seem to be able to do a whole lot about that.
Yeah, I mean, I like their positioning out of their combo, but I didn't see where their flank was, like, to support them in that. And it looked like basically Stack kind of got they kind of were fighting on two different flanks and didn't have enough people to be able to support that fight here. As minute 10 left on the clock, and I don't think there's anything. This is basically just going for frags now. If they do anything more than that, I would be shocked and probably would be amazing.
Figure out there's like actually an F point that's hidden somewhere that like as soon as you step on it you win. Yeah, no, I don't think there's that kind of secrets here. Yeah, so I think it's pretty safe to say that WASP is going to take this. They really seem like they did pretty much everything right except the first round, where they kind of just fumbled on the first cheese there. But they managed to get inside the opponent's head and play them as they wanted to. Like, if you can play a certain way and be 100% guaranteed that your enemy is going to react in a certain way, you can definitely use that to your advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, WASP, as I said, as I kind of talk trash about, I mean, they obviously proved me wrong here in my predictions and my thought process. They played the better game. I mean, they came away with the win here. So good on them for definitely deserving this win here.
Yeah, we see teams like open not as strong, but then definitely come back. And this is one of those games where they just didn't start out as strong, but then just came back very strong with very well played and good coordination there. So yeah, there you go. WASP takes it 2-1 on Steel. So yeah, I gotta say I have had a favorite player here. Might not be given as much, I guess, a spotlight that stars get. And that was Forsaken on the flank there.
Yeah.
He did so much work that we didn't get on camera, but he shut down a lot of stuff and killed a lot of key classes that are out of key timings there. So I guess he was my player that I really noticed without really looking at him too much.
Yeah, no, that's always kind of the caster's curse to some degree. It's like you want to get, the flanking, especially in Highlander, is so critical. And sets up so many plays, because a lot of times, the combo class is kind of getting a stalemate, and it's kind of how your flank plays that really will set the tone and nature of the game. And Forsaken definitely had a great game today.
Yep. So yeah, that was a great game. Any other words before we close out today, Sigafoo?
I guess. Oh damn it! I actually had almost a clever line there, but now I can't remember it. What's that old saying? It's like the king gets a cheese or something like that. Like the.
Oh yeah, the early worm gets the bird, and the bird gets the mice, and the mice eats the cheese. And thank you. Good night.